Semifinals. Comes in and he's gonna tie it. Great pass, and he was on with it.
Game by game, see what happens next. We're very resilient. It's the team that makes plays that wins.
Here comes Poland. He's gonna go in for the dunk.
Only 2 triple-doubles in FIBA Eurobasket history.
For us, it's history. It's unbelievable. We got nothing to lose.
The most incredible FIBA Eurobasket ever only gets more amazing. Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to Berlin, Germany. This is the FIBA Eurobasket. It's semifinals day and we're tipping things off with Poland and France. Well, you might want to warm yourself up. The action is going to be hot in here. And as we look at the semifinals today, Poland and France, and then tonight, host Germany will take on Spain. So 4 teams that have made it this far. Their journeys have been different. There are surprises. There are teams that have, obviously all 4 teams have had to overcome significant hurdles to get this far. And each team just 2 wins away from winning the Eurobasket trophy. So the light show on the court before the game, and then of course the players are going to be lighting it up shortly after that, like they have been all tournament long. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor, the former Poland coach, who for that reason is going to have a lot of interesting insight into this game, just as he did in Poland's major upset against Slovenia. Mike, the action has been coming fast and furious, and it only gets better, doesn't it?
We've had a fantastic Eurobasket tournament to this point. Amazing game after amazing game. And just when we thought Italy had pulled off the big upset against Serbia, here comes Poland to knock off Slovenia and surprise everyone. What a wonderful story for Poland basketball. Now in the semifinals, anything can happen with all of these teams. We've seen anything happen. And while people may consider France a favorite in this game, you know, Poland can win. And I can't wait to see how all the action unfolds out here today.
And probably a lot of people think France are lucky to be in this spot. In a way they are, because their opponents, first Turkey in the round of 16, and then Italy in the quarterfinals, missed crucial free throws at the end of the game, and that allowed it to go to overtime, and they took care of business in the overtime. But let's be honest, you gotta be in that position in the first place, and it's part of the game.
Yeah, and for France, they are finding a way to win, and to take, you know, to win a championship. A lot of times people say, hey, it's a team of destiny. Luck goes their way, the ball bounces their way. They're in a no-win situation and still find a way to win. And this is the experience of Coach Collet and the team. Again, you have to talk about the resiliency from that team to survive to get to this point, and now they want to take advantage of the opportunity to get to the final.
Well, in a way, France, one of the best teams in Europe really for the past decade. You know, they're always there challenging for spots on the podium, sometimes the titles. And Poland, meanwhile, I think probably would say they're playing with house money. Nobody expected them, first of all, to get to the knockout round. And not only have they done that, but now they've come up with the shock of all shocks, beating Luka Doncic in Slovenia.
Yeah, you know, they can play free. And we saw them play free against Slovenia. I think that, you know, it's a great story for Polish basketball, what they've accomplished getting to this semifinal. But you don't want it to stop there. You want to keep it going. And the challenge today is a big one against this France team.
Well, we just saw the big names, Evan Fournier, obviously Rudy Gobert, and company, and now it's all about Poland coming out. They've brought a lot of fans today, just like they had for the semifinal. A lot of people driving over today since it's on the border. and trying to seize the moment and be a part of this, what has turned out to be a fantastic run for this Poland team. It's all about surviving and advancing. Of course, once you get to the round of 16, you got to win out, or else you're going home. Obviously today, if they lose, they would still play for the third place game and a spot on the podium. There's Mateusz Panika, who was really the MVP the other day with the triple-double. And you know a lot of these guys, Mike, because you coached them. You'd actually led Poland into this FIBA Eurobasket.
Yeah, and it's great to see them have the success and take advantage of the moment. And again, you can't say enough about a guy like Mateusz Panika and his leadership. And I think he's gaining respect all throughout Europe with his play here in Berlin.
So as the coaching staff huddles up and we see the Eurobasket trophy, we're now going to pause for the playing of the national anthems. Well, we're hearing a lot of Allez le Bleu as we look at that Eurobasket trophy. And we're hearing a lot of Polska. And we're also going to be hearing the names of the referees who are lining up in mid-court. Saverio Lanzarini, the crew chief, in the middle. Martins Kozlovskis on the left from Latvia. And Lorenzo Baldini on the right. Both Lanzarini and Baldini from Italy. A lot of energy in the building today here in Berlin. Air's cooled off a little bit. Got to wear a jacket. Got to put the shorts away. And if we look at Rudy Gobert, when he wants to play, he is a major league factor.
Big factor, especially in today's game. It's a challenge for Poland with the size, length, and depth of the front line. Gobert has made himself a big factor playing above the rim and finishing plays on the offensive boards. And here's Evan Fournier, their go-to player. He started great in the first quarter in the last game, and then it became a little bit of a struggle against Italy, but he is their go-to guy. He is their scorer. And the challenge for Poland will be, who do they put on him to defend him off screens?
And Vincent Collet, the head coach of France, has probably lived and died 1,000 times in this FIBA Eurobasket, not only in the group phase, but also in the knockout round. And probably pinching himself right now, the fact that they've made it this far. Mateusz Panitka, and you see his success with the triple-double. And it was an incredible performance for an incredible player and a great man and a true leader. And I'm just speaking objectively, doesn't get nearly enough attention and praise as he should. He is a stud. AJ Slaughter, also of Gran Canaria, who you came into the mix when you're the head coach and has been so valuable for Poland. It's hard to believe that they kind of thought they would move on from him, that they would move on from Aaron Sell, and they would move on from Mikhail Sokolowski. And of course, they brought those guys back, and Igor Milicic, I guess, is happy that they are back, because without them, they wouldn't be here.
Well, they made the right decision at the right time. Of course, the disappointment of being bumped out of the World Cup qualifiers, but they've recovered really well with this fantastic run. It's a great moment for Polish basketball. The interesting thing about this game, Jeff, AJ Slaughter's French connection, you know, he's played for Coach Collet in Strasbourg. He's played with Rudy Gobert in Cholet before Rudy came to the USA. He currently plays with Andrew Albisi in Gran Canaria, and during his time playing in Asvel, he played with Theo Maledon. So AJ, great player, great person, and really well known in French basketball.
And Aaron Sell, also French connection. Gershon Yabusele, Evan Fournier, Andrew Albisi, Terry Tarpey, and Rudy Gobert in the starting five, with Elia Kobo, Ahmad Mbai, Luawu Cabarro, Ertel, all coming off the bench, Poirier, and Mustafa Fall. So deep bench for France. I suppose it's helped them in this tournament. We've seen the emergence of some of these players like Luawu Cabarro, who really played well in the last game, especially.
Yeah, again,
you got for Poland, Alexander Balczarowski, Mikhail Sokolowski, Aaron Sell, AJ Slaughter, and Mateusz Panitka, Ziskowski, Kolenda, Ziva, Olejniczak, Mihailik, Garbats, and Schenk. And here is Coach Milicic.
Next to the two-man, probably it's going to be Fournier here. Stoku, you on this is like this basketball. They are all on the defensive side. They all. This is Albisi. AJ, you are next to Yabusel, and Stoku, you are next to AJ. But Aaron will box out this guy, and Mateo should box out like this guy. So if he wins, it's going to be full court of foul. If they win, or they Gobert want to pass, come here. So Stoku, that's going to be you. All right? AJ, you stay here. Okay. First play, we go with the fake.
Descends un peu, c'est écran. D'accord? Descends un peu. Mais on fait 3 écrans. On commence par attendez, après, regardez. On se met derrière Rudy, sur la main gauche, Version. Terry, on fait écran, personne là. Il la met toujours là-bas, sur le jump ball. Oh, première attaque, ils ont systématiquement un spécial, avec un écran dans le dos. Ils donnent la balle là, et là, backpick, soit pour le grand, soit pour le poste 3.
Restez avec vos joueurs, parlez.
Surtout, regardez, opposé, ils sont foutés, d'accord?
Allez, let's go. Le blanc rouge.
So talking about the French connection of Aaron Sell, his mother is French, his father is Polish, played in France, played for France's youth teams, but then decided to play for the country of his father in 2014.
And that was a big decision in terms of a key core addition, his experience, his skill. And again, this will be one of the most meaningful starts of his career, the other coming in Montpellier, Eurobasket 2015. So Aaron seeing the big picture, it's a meaningful game for him. I'm sure he'll give a fantastic performance here against France.
And you saw the number of semifinal appearances for Poland that did not include, in fact, 1939, when they didn't actually have the semifinal format, even though they finished third. And there was also a semifinal round in 1937. That's going way back.
Yeah, you know,
We weren't on the scene.
this is, you have to respect the history of the game and the former era, and again, what's happening now in the modern era. Europe is the most competitive region, and for these teams to be at this stage is a fantastic accomplishment.
Put your hands up in the air, 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 put your hands
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are underway. Poland against France in the first semifinal of the FIBA Eurobasket 2022. And Poland, who shocked Slovenia, the defending champions, a couple days ago, win the opening tip and turn it over. So France wearing the blue with the red stripe on the left side and the white stripe on the right side. Pretty clever uniform, isn't it? They answer with a turnover.
Again, Sokolowski with great ball pressure there. We've seen both centers trying to execute offense, just make poor passes here in the early going.
So Ponitka, Mr. Triple-Double, passes it over to Balcerowski. What an opportunity for Balcerowski today. Here's Ponitka, soft touch. Good start for the man of the moment, Mateusz Ponitka. Yabusele's had a good Eurobasket. Hands it off to Tarpe, one of the revelations of the Eurobasket. And a second consecutive turnover for France.
And Jeff, one of the concerns for Coach Collet and his staff have been the turnovers for France. One thing that will help Poland in this game in their chance to pull an upset is if France continues to be inefficient and turn the ball over.
And a hold. In terms of NBA star power, I mean, this is a huge advantage for France, isn't it? If you want to call it that. See Ponitka scoring with his first two, but it just illustrates how you don't have to have that NBA star power to get to the semifinals, and Balcerowski going up and not scoring. I think it just illustrates there's good basketball played all over the world, doesn't it? Especially in Europe.
100%.
Now the pass over to Terry Tarpe for three, and Yabusele with the rebound. Fournier gets it over to Tarpe again. He passes up to three, gets it over to Yabusele. He's going to have to put it up. He doesn't. 3 turnovers already for France. And Terry Tarpe had the three, and I don't know if he didn't see the shot clock, but his Collet is like, hey, you got to shoot that shot.
Yeah.
So that would have counted had he gotten it off earlier.
Not the start France wants. It's a great start for Poland here. But again, we saw Yabusele on the offensive boards. That's a key area for France. Poland has done a good job in the tournament limiting offensive rebounds, but right now, that's a big battle in this game.
Aaron Sell, and Rudy Gobert taps it over. Yabusele for three. He just comes out hot, doesn't he? Every game.
Jeff, he's a really difficult matchup here. Aaron Sell gives up a lot of weight in the post. And again,
he has to go out and guard him on the perimeter.
Yes, inside, outside score.
Of course, Aaron Sell can shoot it himself. See if he can make his shots and pull him away from the basket. Here he is. First chance and a little short. First three anyway. Remember, Poland had that huge drought in the third quarter against Slovenia when they scored just 6 points. So they would like to avoid those struggles on offense. And that was Yabusele hitting his three. And there's Panitka reaching in, almost knocking it away. Yabusele gets in. Oh boy, great control from Yabusele. Panitka, over the shoulder pass, and good job, but well, almost a good job getting another chance, but instead it's a 3-on-1 break and a charge called on Gobert.
Jeff, that's an outstanding job by Oleg Shpaku Balcerowski, giving up his body. Albasi drops it off.
Do you think you should pass it to the center in the middle?
You know, this is what coaches will talk about. Know who you're passing the ball to on the break. You know, Gobert's not a playmaker, he's a finisher. You want to put him in that position to finish. Gobert could have made a quick pass, but again, great defensive play by Balcerowski there.
Slaughter going up against his Grand Canary teammate. Here he is driving in. Look, he traveled.
And give Albasi credit, he's really pressuring AJ on the ball. They practice against each other a lot, so they each know each other's game. But again, as AJ got into the paint, there's the length of Gobert, different from other opponents.
Yabusele again. So falls down, he gets it over to Luwawu Cabarrot. Slaughter. And Panitka fouled by Luwawu Cabarrot.
France number 3, Timothy Luwawu Cabarrot, first foul.
Slaughter from the line, and they have called a foul. Is it on Slaughter?
Yeah, I think he pushed off as he tried to create separation there. Again, Albasi's doing a great job pressuring AJ early on. Let's take a look here.
So he's got him on his back, and maybe a mixture of lowering his shoulder a little bit and also
I think
Albasi's
AJ,
selling it.
He would have been okay had he not extended his arm. I think that's where the official saw the push off.
But Albasi has made a big impact on this tournament with his defense. So low scoring start to the game. Fournier. They whip it around. And Albasi tries to hand it off, turns it over. Yes, he does indeed. Well, you got to appreciate the job of the Polish defense so far. 4 turnovers.
Very active, making France work for position, for entry passes, so they're defending extremely well here.
5 turnovers, in fact, for France.
Again, that's a key statistic as we move forward tonight.
Panitka from the top of the key. Fournier from the right, good!
And Jeff, this is one of the challenges for Michal Sokolowski. He's an outstanding defender, extremely physical, but you can see chasing Fournier off screens. Fournier has that advantage. That's a tough matchup for him.
Now what we saw for Poland in their upset of Slovenia was a great start offensively. And tonight, their defense has been really good, but they're just not scoring so far.
Against Slovenia, the transition defense from Slovenia provided numbers opportunities for Poland. They capitalized with great team play. But as they're struggling, you can see what they're missing is the low post presence to stabilize your offense when you've gone through some unproductive possessions. Here
is Slaughter. Good! 18!
And that's what they do. They will find AJ, they will find Mateus, and this is the value of AJ Slaughter, creating his own offense. Outstanding scorer, impact player for Poland.
Luau Cabarro charges as well into Ponika. The second foul on Luau Cabarro.
And Jeff, this is just intelligent defense. Look at Mateus. Playing position defense extremely well. And this is what you've got to give this Polish team credit for. Their IQ and ability to play together. That's what's powered them to this position in the tournament.
In France, their 6th turnover. They're averaging a turnover a minute right now. And now Poland have turned it over as well. And the ball batted out, goes off of Poland, the referee says. Poland have also turned it over 4 times.
And part of that is both teams working defensively, but the other part is guys got to execute, pass, catch, make high percentage decisions.
Zrowski goes out and Jiva comes in. Now he will give you more of a low post presence, won't he, Jiva, but maybe not as much offensive skill.
But the issue, he's going against Fall in the low post, and he will have trouble scoring against that size and length. But that is theoretically what he's there to do.
Luau Cabarro this time fouled by Ponika. So Ponika picks up his first foul. 3rd foul on Poland.
And Jeff, Jaroslav Ziskowski subs into the game. 14 points against Slovenia. He provided the bench support that this Polish team needs.
Played with so much confidence.
Did so well in the game.
Son of a Polish international, isn't he?
Yes.
So look at that, the reach, and another turnover is the steal from Ponika, who goes in strong. Great hustle back as well by AJ Slaughter. And the push. And in a way right now, you have to say the game is kind of going at the tempo favored by Poland.
A lot to do with the turnovers, but again, the turnovers are coming from intelligent defensive play. 2 charges drawn. Here's a great steal from Mateus Ponika, and we saw it last game. He's playing passing lanes and creating these runouts. This is the leadership that makes Mateus Ponika special.
Yes, yes.
Well, what we can hear from time to time, we'll hear from the referees on the court, their exchanges with the players. But what was interesting, I thought, and quite intelligent from Fournier in that case, Yabusele was wagging his finger at the referee because he disagreed. And Fournier went up and said, hey, don't do that. Put your finger down because, you know, we've seen technicals given for that.
100%.
Yabusele really should know better. There have been so many games. Here's Ziskowski. Puts up a tough shot with the shot clock about to expire. So 1 of 2 free throws for Ponika. Oh, look at that. They get it, the quick pass. Ertel's passing has been sublime. It's been terrific.
Fantastic play there. Patience, seeing the floor, finding his teammate for a layup.
Now Ponika challenges foul and doesn't get the roll. Yabusele, good!
And Jeff, Yabusele posted up Ziskowski, and as the ball screen went to the other side of the floor, he lifted out of the post to the 45. Difficult matchup. Ziskowski caught inside, open 3.
Yabusele already with 8 points. That's no surprise. He's done it on several occasions in this Eurobasket. Here is Slaughter, and again, the man rises to the occasion for Poland. Just when you feel like they're wobbling a little bit, he hits a big shot. Ertel looking to make the killer pass. Luau Cabarro, well, tried to get it to foul. Yabusele was there. Clock winding down. The pass to Ziskowski, and Sokołowski goes baseline, lost his footing, so he has to give it up. And then a little runner from A.J. Slaughter. A little unlucky that time because Sokolowski might have had a dunk or a layup, but he stumbled. Fournier. Anxious to get in. Oh boy, what a burst of speed. That was from Evan Fournier. And Boris Dio, he remembers what that used to be like driving to the basket, but I'm not sure he was ever that quick.
Great one-on-one finish from Fournier.
Good bounce pass, but Jiva doesn't corral it. Oh, he's able to get it though to Panicka. And it goes in and out. Great effort by Jiva. Luau Cabarro on the break.
Again, I'm sure Coach Collet's not happy with that shot unless it's a 2-for-1 that he wanted.
Good defense from Hurtel.
And you can see Hurtel talking to Luau Cabarro. Hey, think about your shot selection. Yabusele had the post. Here's a beautiful, look at the left-hand play. Drive to the left from Fournier. So now look at the four-man matchup here. Poirier against Ziskowski. Ziskowski will have the advantage on the perimeter, but Poirier definitely in the post. Rebounding's a factor here.
Turowski open. One of his strengths is his three-point shot, but that was long, and now France can hold it for the last shot, or at least they'll try. So low-scoring quarter, especially for Poland, just 9 points. And at some point, you would think Slaughter is going to have to come out for a breather. I assume Peninsula will replace him at the start of the next quarter. Here is Poirier in the game, and misses. So with that, 15-9 in favor of France in the first semifinal of the FIBA Eurobasket.
And Jeff, as we look at the numbers, we see Poland 1 for 8 from two-point range. They're shooting 3 for 13 overall. Again, struggling to find a place to score. France, the concern for them is their turnovers, as they had 7 turnovers. Fortunately, for France, Poland was not able to really capitalize, only getting 3 points after the turnover. So a defensive-oriented first quarter, both teams looking to pick up with their execution. Poland searching for consistent scoring options.
Well, no surprise, pretty much a full house here.
But the spacing was not very good. Really well defended with the activity from Poland.
Fournier averaging 15 points per game. Here he is in the right corner. And Poirier knocks it out. Tarpe has it. Now foul. And his pass tapped, but Tarpe picks it up and lays it up and in.
Again, the offensive rebounding, Poirier tipping it back out, playing through the post, foul, an underrated passer from the low post.
Jakub Schenk in the game as well for Poland. As both Panika and AJ Slaughter get a breather.
The question is, where does Poland's offense come from now?
Could be Zyskowski, a little runner. A little short, or a little long rather. And this is the problem. Here's Fournier, wide open for three. And a chance for Poland again. You know, Sokołowski, Mihajlik can shoot it, Zyskowski can shoot it, but it means making jump shots, and now France have forced Poland into a turnover.
Again, the inexperience of Jakub Schenk does not get a very good entry angle. Evan Fournier runs the passing lane, deflects the ball just enough. Mihajlik can't collect it. Those are the turnovers that Poland needs to eliminate if they want to start finding their rhythm and be consistent.
It's a tough matchup for Zyskowski as well on Poirier, but they go to Hurtel, and Thomas Hurtel buries the three. And timeout called by Igor Milicic as Poland continue to struggle on offense.
Hey, there is no bounce pass to him in his hand, and you don't be lazy to run this. Make a fake. And this top guy, if you have the option, go open up. They are very aggressive. First play, we go for Sopu. 25, sorry, Sopu. Open up. But Foreman is here. So when he's opening up, open up. If he doesn't get a ball, Zizou, get it, and quick pass for Pick.
This was France, and that bucket scored by Tarpe. Nice bounce pass. Give and go.
And that's good offense, but what do we see from France? The ability to establish the post, get a basket cut, have the post reaction for a three-point shot. This is what Poland, with their personnel, is missing. They do not have an inside post presence to play through, and you see how it stabilizes your offense and helps you create shots.
And here we go, the ball is for Poland.
And I'm a little surprised he hasn't gotten either Panika or Slaughter back in the game now, to be honest. We're down 11 and all the momentum with France. Somebody's got to step up and make a play for Poland. Who will it be? Zyskowski for three. And Panika is indeed going to get into the game on the next dead ball. An offensive foul.
Number 0,
Eliakobo, who has checked into the game, picks up the foul. So Jakub Schenk goes back out of the game. Garbot's also in the game. And Fournier and Rudy Gobert looking out, looking confident and comfortable. Garbot misses quickly. Hurtel. As Zyskowski called for a reach.
And again, good job from Zyskowski to stop the break. But again, let's point to the importance and value of Mateusz Panika. When they try to establish the post, they put Panika in the post to get a post reaction shot. He does absolutely everything for this national team.
Poirier with the spin, gets it to Rudy!
And again, they're posting up Poirier against Zyskowski. That's a real advantage. They come over to help, and then playoff penetration easy too. Advantage France.
Jaskowski drives in. Well, they're getting opportunities, just not knocking them down. France whips the pass in. Imagine after the French game the other day, as we look at the replay here on the latest, the Rudy slam. In the press conference, Vincent Collet said, listen, they got to play the game, but we expect it's going to be Slovenia that we go up against in the semifinals. So
I think everyone expected that, though. That's what made the fantastic upset from Poland something special.
So they had to prepare for a completely different team, one they hadn't played yet. And that time,
very good defense from Balcerowski against Gobert in the low post.
Poland just need to score. They need to see the ball go in the basket. Here it is. They got a chance, and they get it finally.
Again, I love what I see from Balcerowski here. Solid defense at one end, catching and finishing in the lane at the other. Great job from the young Polish big man.
What kind of challenge is this for him going up against Gobert?
It's a chance for him to show what he can do, and he's responding very well.
Quick pass up to Sell, back out to A.J. Slaughter. Count it! Here come the Poles.
And Jeff, the intelligence of Panika and Sell, the ball ahead. Sell draws the attention, kicks it out to A.J. Look at the teamwork, and we've seen this for years from this core of Poland. Wonderful teamwork. Big shot from A.J. Slaughter.
When Sell catches that, you're like, he's going to go up, but no, he doesn't. He sees A.J. wide open.
They know how to play together.
Ok, là il faut retravailler. On travaille. Hey, Elie, tu prends la balle. On fait 4 pas pour Thomas. 4 pas pour Thomas. Donc, Rudy, t'es en haut. Vincent, c'est toi qui fais l'écran pour Thomas. Tu vas côté. Thierry.
Tu vas monter, faire l'écran. Au dernier moment, tu vas aller là. Sur ma main gauche. Tu vas faire une feinte, je vais partir à droite.
Vincent, c'est 4 pas. C'est avec le joueur du haut. 4 pas, 4 pas. Ok, allez. Allez les gars, le ballon rouge.
A.J. Slaughter has been hot. He's been indispensable. He's got 3 threes and 9 points. 9 of Poland's 14.
And what you love about A.J., Jeff, is not only is he a great player, but the type of man he is. He's a guy that is a great teammate. He's had a fantastic career in Europe, and you know he's a guy that young kids look up to as a role model because of his character, his skill, and the type of career he's had. You can't say enough good things about A.J. Slaughter. Fantastic.
And much like Balcerowski relishes the challenge against Gobert, you know that A.J. Slaughter wants to go up against Ertel. Now the bounce pass and the foul from behind by Garbage.
And again, I'm impressed with what Gobert has done in these short roll situations. Hertel commands pick and roll coverage because of his shooting. They were really worried. There's the pocket pass, and this is where Gobert is showing skill. And again, coaches, players notice the pass was a bounce pass low in the lane, and we say out of the strike zone, below the knees to Poirier. A very, very good job from Rudy Gobert.
Poirier been shooting 58.3% from the line, averaging 5.9 points per game. So it hasn't been his strong suit, the free throw line. Panitka, will it be his 4th? No, it will not. Hertel drifts in, gets it to Rudy, and traveling. Great defense by Balcerowski.
And what you would like to see Rudy do is play wider with a wider base in the post. He lets the defender get into his body and on the contact travels. Missed opportunity there for France and their 9th turnover of the game.
Slaughter. Will they get it back to Balcerowski? Wanted to. They had it covered. Sell went back. Oh, look. Balcerowski alertly caught it, put it up, but wasn't able to make it. Hotel drifts in. And good job, Balcerowski. And Aaron Sell catching Rudy Gobert in the face. Hotel goes out. Hotel has thus far scored 3 points and handed out a couple of assists. He was the guy that really took over for France in overtime the other night against Italy. Here's Gobert, spins, and this time fouled by Balcerowski.
That's a tough call for Oleg. He's straight up in the paint. But again, you can see them really working inside. If you play inside out and try to establish the post, you will get some calls because of the physicality.
Looks like he kind of, pretty good D.
He went straight up, but you could see the foul as he pivoted through.
Now Rudy Gobert is at the free throw line. And don't forget, Balcerowski fouled out the other night, so Olenechuk is coming in.
And Olenechuk plays in Gravelines, so he's familiar with the French players and French basketball. This will be a good challenge for him, and he is a physical post defender.
Gobert's done well shooting his free throws, at least in Cologne. He made a lot of free throws. He came into this, having missed some in Berlin. It's down to 62.3%. Makes both of those. Sokowski going up against Tarpe. That's a dangerous situation. Tarpe, an excellent defender. A.J. Slaughter now facing the heat of Albus. Well, A.J. wants to take Rudy. He gets up. Oh! That was on the way down. It appeared, but they're going to say it was a good block. Watch this, Mike. Ooh, actually, I think they might have got it right. It looked like it was up at the top.
Again, A.J., beautiful move, attacking the big man, but you see the recovery and shot blocking ability of Gobert. I mean, that's something special right there. What I was concerned for Poland, Poirier should have kicked out Albincy on the post-up moments before. Again, 1 second on the shot clock now here. Look for a second cutter action for Poland.
Sell gets it up, and Olenechuk goes up for the rebound, but battles Panitka for it, and they end up giving the ball to France, and Poirier flies in for the dunk. And that's a frustrating sequence for Poland.
Right, and we saw the decision-making of Albisi. He gave the ball too early to Gobert earlier in the game, led the charge, but watch him now, hangs on, and now it's catch and finish for Poirier.
So the timeout, and the teams retreat to the huddle.
And then don't be late. Come in the bench and then go back. We run 2 down with you too. Hey, we're going this way. This way. Open him up. With 2 screens. Aaron, you are here. Here. AJ is going. Pass. Hand up to Mateus. Aaron, here. Sorry, Soko, yeah, like this. Soko, you're going this way. AJ is here. If he comes to double screen, then Soko, you cut. Soko. Remember what you done. We're going out with the shot. Okay.
Here we see the block again from Gobert. AJ so skilled getting into the lane with a beautiful finger roll and a fantastic block. And then the transition, nice play on Kobo. And again, we see the adjustment from Albitsi, smart point guard, experienced player. I've been so impressed with the ball pressure defensively from France in this first half. Their guards are really doing a great job pressuring Poland, especially the two keys, Panika and Slaughter.
Well, give credit where it's due. France right now on top of Poland.
You can see Tarpe pressuring Panika there. Poland teammates just not moving to get open early enough. The timing just a little bit off against the pressure. Look at Tarpe.
Always active on defense. Only going to be just over 5 seconds.
But again, against pressure, you've got to be more precise. You've got to have timing and screening and cutting. And right now you can see the Polish players just kind of standing around as Mateus has handled the ball out front, up top, and on the sideline, and sideline inbound.
We got to hurry. It's going to be AJ. He's going to get it up the floor quickly. He's going to pull up from 3 and go off the rim. There's Olejniczuk with the follow.
Nice job for Dominik Olejniczuk there, crashing the offensive boards. Great job by AJ to get the shot up.
Poirier keeps it. He's going right at Sell, leaves his feet and traveling. And I'm guessing that's just an illustration of sometimes when the big guy handles the ball, it doesn't look quite right, does it?
Yeah, I think that Aaron Sell did a good job defensively. Here we see AJ with a nice pull-up, and then again, Panika tapping it off the board, keeping it alive, and Yogi finishing it in the lane.
Where did he get that name, Yogi?
I think that was from when he played at Setniewo, a Polish basketball school in northern Poland. His coaches gave it to him.
So not Yogi the Bear?
I think it is Yogi the Bear. That's at least in my mind.
Oh boy, well, Yogi just turns it over there, and Ilya Kobo is bumped by Olejniczuk. So free throws coming for Kobo, and they've also hurt themselves with turnovers now. Poland have turned it over 6 times. He's going to sit down. You can see how he can be a really important part of this national team if he continues to develop.
Yeah, and again, this is a raw offensive big man that is gaining experience. And like we say, a lot of times post players are late bloomers. He needs to do a better job of executing offense, ball reversal situations, just a turnover there, a poor pass. But he'll gain from this experience.
Well, he was in the Poland team that you coached at the FIBA Basketball World Cup, so he is getting some good experience again. Here's Panika, drives in. Oh, and that was just an elite block from one of the best defensive players in the world. And here we go. Tarpe throws it down.
Tarpe skywalking at the rim.
Ooh, Luke. I'm your father. Okay. AJ. Poland in trouble. They'd like to cut into this deficit before halftime. Here's Panika. Again, has to get rid of it to Slaughter. And the defense from France is pretty impressive at this point.
Again, they're game planning well. They know, as we see Panika gets into the lane, look at him try to finish over Gobert. Gobert protecting the rim in a fantastic way for France in combination with the ball pressure out front. And look at Tarpe taking off, skywalking at the rim, Jeff.
So it's all going horribly wrong right now for Poland, trailing by 14 points. Ilya Kobo, and they deny him that time. Sokołowski fouled by Albitsi. Will they look at this?
I mean, I think he went for the ball. Poland right now has Sokołowski as an undersized 4, and with his physicality, he did a very good job defending the low post position against Yabusele. And again, Yabusele is a challenging matchup for this Polish team. But great job, great effort from Sako, that defensive possession.
Oh boy, that's not going to happen against Rudy Gobert for Mihalik. Kobo gets it down low, and Gobert shares it with Tarpe, who misses, but then follows his own miss. Well, nobody said it was going to be easy for Poland, and it certainly hasn't been.
Follows France number 22, Teddy Tachi, first foul.
Did really good interior passing. Tarpe active cutting, active on the boards. I'm sure he said sorry to Gobert for blowing his assist, but France will take the extra effort and 2 points.
Poland started with a 15-point win over the Czech Republic. They then lost by 30 to Finland.
Lauri Markkanen.
And Lauri Markkanen. They rebounded with wins over Israel and the Netherlands, and then got hammered by Serbia 96-69. The big win came against Ukraine, and then the upset of Slovenia. But today it's been one-way traffic here. France, this lead cannot get any bigger for France if Poland are going to have a chance in the second half. They need to really batten down the hatches here at the end of the first half. Fournier. Here is Yabusele. He's had the hot hand, but misses. And maybe a little bit of a break there for Poland. They give them possession.
Before halftime break.
And let's not forget, France, one of the top-ranked teams in the world. So this is a big, this is a team with a lot more pedigree, so to speak. Here's the dump. Jiva goes up, and he gets blocked again by Rudy. They just can't challenge that guy.
But again, this is after leaving his feet, the quick second jump. And take a look here. Jiva knows he's inside, so a shot that gets him in the air, and the quick second jump from Gobert. That's fantastic athleticism in lane.
And a foul called on France. So Rudy, it says he has 3 blocks. He has certainly affected a few others.
Again, Poland on the end line here. Look for second cutter actions. There's Sako, the first one. Here comes AJ.
Oh, nice pass. No look from Slaughter. He certainly couldn't be doing any more right now to help his team as they cut it back to 14 points.
The effort is there for Poland, just the execution. And again, let's give credit to the France ball pressure and rim protection.
Attention, la montée de balle, ils vont presser sûrement, ok? Et par contre, ils ont la pénalité. On fait 2 côtés, Thomas, Gershon, d'accord? Donc, de ce côté-là, Gershon vient vraiment tranquille. Et toi, Rudy, tu traverses en même temps pour ouvrir. Evan, Eli, d'accord? Allez. Allez les gars, continue. Attends, il faut attendre, il va se déclencher tard. Hein. Donc, il faut être vigilant. Eli et Evan, il faut être vigilant. Ils font prise à 2 avant. On va être ordonné.
Well, Rudy Gobert, he might have some limitations on offense, but when it comes to this end of the floor, well, he just gave you his answer there.
Yeah, again, he is an elite shot blocker, elite rim protector, and you can see him altering shots, blocking shots here, making Poland work. This block to me is the most impressive. Right here, blocking his shot again, and now Poland on the defensive.
Here's Ortel. Spins to Yabusele, and there's Gobert following up. They've got to hurry. Sokolowski has to put up a very difficult shot. He was getting ready to shoot it, and then he saw Rudy Gobert. Not what you want to see at the end, right before you take a shot from anywhere on the court, clearly. Rudy Gobert really impacting the game here in the second quarter, and France right now in command, 34-18 against Poland at halftime.
Jeff, you gotta love the game plan from Coach Collet, playing through Yabusele there in the pick and roll. But how many times have we seen it throughout this tournament? Gobert cleaning up the misses with the important putbacks. I'm impressed with Gobert in these short rolls and his mid-roll decision-making passing, but also the putbacks, the tips. He's really made his presence felt on both ends.
A lot of work to do for Poland in the second half. You look at the numbers, Mike, and it's just domination by France.
Yeah, like again, the size, the length, being able to establish the post, rebounding situations, 24-14 for France. Again, the turnovers are the one.
France in command, 34-18 against Poland. If you've been watching Poland in this tournament, you know that they're capable of playing very well, but they have also been on the wrong end of some bad results, as we were talking about. They lost a couple of games.
But Jeff, the consistent thing or factor in those games has been when Mateus Panica has been productive and AJ Slaughter have been productive, this team has been really tough to beat. But in those games where they've struggled, Serbia and Finland, for example, those losses, those teams have done a great job of game planning and defending, making these guys work for scores. Mateus with the third triple-double in Eurobasket history in the unbelievable upset over Slovenia. And here in the first half, you can see France really pressuring Mateus, pressuring AJ. Mateus with 5 points, AJ with 9 points, 14 of the Poland 18 points.
Yep, that is called relying a lot. How about Yabusele? You could rely on him to come out and pour in the points in the first quarter. He just is so reliable, isn't he?
And in this game, he creates such a big advantage. Here we see him going to the basket off the short roll, trying to finish, and then again, there's Gobert doing what he does, cleaning it up. Yabusele, they can establish him in the post. They can use him to lift and shoot a three. They can put him in pick and rolls. He's really a weapon for this French team tonight.
And AJ Slaughter, I mean, had it not been for the, I don't want to say brilliance, but in a way it is, because he's having to work for everything he can get.
Yeah, but again, this is what AJ does. In these big moments, in these tough moments, he's able to create his own shot. He's able to hit these threes. So again, AJ does not need a set play called for him. He does not need actions run for him. He can create shots for himself and for others, and this is of tremendous value when your team is facing great ball pressure.
So you see Gobert with the 5 rebounds, and he also has 3 blocks to go with his 6 points. Also has 3 turnovers, but not as significant in the grand scheme of things.
Well, again, especially Poland has not been able to convert those turnovers into points, as we've seen other teams earlier in the tournament. But again, if you're Coach Collet, that's one of the numbers you're looking at. You encourage the team, hey, you're 20 minutes from the finals. We have an opportunity to get, to medal and win a championship. They found a way to win.
So just confirming what I said, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. And, you know, those numbers could easily double and maybe even triple, judging on what he's done the last few games.
And you have to love his activity defensively. You know, he's been a game changer.
Slaughter with the 9 points, the 3 3-pointers, and Jiva with the 2 rebounds coming off the bench. And that's the rebounding, which has really been decidedly won by France, 24-14. Panitka, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line.
Again, he's asked to do so much for this team. We talked about the fact that he played the point with St. Petersburg in the EuroLeague this year, and that's really broadened his game. But the factor in this game has been the French ball pressure on the perimeter and then Gobert in the paint. So it's all about the French defense tonight that has built this halftime lead.
Well, Poland's fans, they've come in big numbers today, but hard to know what their expectations. I guess their expectations were high, but they need to be measured in a way.
But I think they were all very realistic. I think they were here to support this team. They recognized the important moment for Polish basketball. You know, and again, as you said at the beginning, they're playing with house money. They can come out and play free. But again, give credit to this French team. They have respected Poland. They've executed their defensive game plan, and I think it's been a great first half for France. Let's see if these Polish fans can spark a little bit of a run. But again, I think France is going to remain focused.
Screen, roll. You don't have nothing. Mateo's going to open up. You screen and set the second screen. Okay? Roll. You sprint here, from here to AJ, come here, and here, and listen again. Now, Mateo's gonna play the pick. AJ gonna get it, and you from this pick of Mateo's running on outside, third pick. Let's make them run. Big guys, all right. You have to sprint in a down.
So he wants to make them work on defense, the French.
Well, again, the problem that Poland has faced is the ball pressure. So they will, if again France comes out and responds like they want, they'll try to pressure every inch of the floor.
Scanning the barcode to get FIBA Eurobasket on your smartphone, the FIBA Eurobasket app. Fantastic videos, news, information, stats, schedules, results. France winning, of course, enough games to progress from the group stage. They lost their opener against Germany. They lost a tough game against Slovenia, but they came out of that group of death, and they've been able to ride some luck in the round of 16 and in the quarterfinals. But today they have been dominant. Second half action underway. Poland trying to cut into that deficit, trailing right now by 16 points. One pass too many.
So they tried to put Gobert in 3 pick and rolls that possession.
Fournier comes right out and buries the 3. Well, it's going to take something special for Poland now. France have doubled them up. In fact, more than doubled them up. 37 points to 18. And it goes to Balcerovski and puts the ball down, and Yabusele takes it away. He was tempted to go to the basket, but did the right thing by holding up.
Really good effort from Aaron Sell defensively there.
Tarpe has it, drives back outside to Yabusele, pump fake, and he travels.
Again, you catch that ball, great penetration into the paint from Tarpe, 4 seconds on the shot clock. I think Coach Calais would prefer Yabusele gets that three-point shot up.
AJ Slaughter, again, he practices. He knows Albisi better than most because he competes against him in practice with the club. Balcerowski missing the open three. Just nothing going down for Poland. Albisi, bounce pass, Yabusele, and he's fouled as he goes up. And it goes from bad to worse for Poland. France right now with a vice-like grip on the game and the strength of Yabusele. He just holds onto the basketball and then scores.
Right through the contact, strong play, strong finish. But again, really good work from Coach Collet there. Hitting the short roll, knowing we can create an advantage with Yabusele.
Panika passes and a charge called on Panika. Yabusele taking one for the team, even though they're up 21 points.
Poland's got to pick up their energy level, Jeff. Again, Panika attacks, really good job from Yabusele. He's got the right idea, but Poland's got to pick up their energy level on both ends here.
Remember, the final and the third place game will be played on Sunday. And there's Sokołowski taking it away. He's just going to go in for the dunk.
Great job from Sako there, making a play. Knifing through the handoff, coming up with the steal.
Fournier, will it be another three for him? Nope. From deep, it's just a little confidence. You make the dunk, you feel the momentum, and all of a sudden it just looks a little more appealing, doesn't it?
Still a lot of work to do, but again, it starts with your energy. You got to play with belief.
And good play, finished by Tarpe.
Really impressed with Tarpe's ability to finish around the rim. Great pass from Fournier, very unselfish at the nail.
Panika. And Panika reads the pass, knocks it out of bounds, and forces the turnover.
Again, Panika misses the shot. And he took advantage of so many switches in the last game against Slovenia. Here, missed the shot, but his intelligence and awareness get the ball back for Poland.
To Balcerowski, and even on that play, he had to extend his right arm because Gobert was there, was going to try to block it.
Good execution, just has to finish.
Here's Gobert, quick pass, Yabusele!
Outstanding teamwork, big to big passing. Yabusele, when he went baseline, was looking for a teammate in the corner. There was no one there, but then Gobert with a great high-low.
AJ Slaughter, long rebound, chased down by Sell, but Fournier comes up with it. Now he's going to dunk it. Nope, he's going to go old school, lay it up and in. 45-23, France cruising. And Poland having to call timeout. Timeout, Poland. As you see Yabusele again. Another of his 12 points. 11 and 12 points.
We are not running, big guys, we are not running. We are slowing here and then we're watching again. Sprint throw. Got back. Sprint. Let's run. First play. To the right. You. AJ, you start from here. If he denies you this way, you open up. Two sides.
That was one of Fournier's three-pointers. He's got 10 points. This is him on that last steal, or that last fast break. So 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Poland, just a couple of days after springing the biggest shock of the tournament, right now on the wrong end of a big score line.
And that's mostly a result of the way France has come out here and played. They have come out and been fantastic here. Poland shooting 24% for the game, 9 for 37, and 24% from 3, 4 for 17.
Panayotis Giannakis in the crowd tonight. Needs no introduction, but as a reminder, the legendary player of Greece and coach, won the Eurobasket title, 87, in Athens. One of the most famous triumphs in European basketball, really accelerated the growth and popularity of the sport in Europe, and then he coached Greece. Obviously, 2005, 2006 when they won the title, and then upset the USA at the World Cup in 2006. Poland turned it over. Well, credit to France. They're making it difficult.
It's all about the French defense tonight.
Working hard, trying to stay with Fournier.
Great defensive possession from Saka.
Yabusele, a long 3 attempt. Wow, that is heartbreaking if you're Poland. At the end of a tough possession, they're able to hit a long 3. Great game for Yabusele, 15 points and 3 rebounds. Ponica turns, able to score. One of the fouls, well, doesn't get it. So Zakowski called for the foul, but here is what happened at the other end before the shot, and of course Yabusele's 3.
But Jeff, let's point to Panika's finish. Again, he is the player they're trying to establish the post with. He's doing everything for this team.
Yabusele 3 of 5 from 3-point range. They get it to Gobert this time. Probably not the right decision, especially with Yabusele wide open on the wing. Good dribbling by AJ, and then Luau Cabarro takes it away, and now a technical foul has been called. And Panica has to be careful. So Milicic gets the technical for arguing they wanted a foul.
Yes, but he called it before. He called that. So we cannot count the basket. I understand. We cannot count the basket. Silent.
Baseline now.
No, that's a clear foul. Yeah, please. No, I don't want to give you a second technical foul. Yes, but I don't want to.
He didn't have a ball.
No, but
he called him on a.
listen, now you calm down. Otherwise, I have to give you a second technical foul for nothing. Okay, so you save a basket. You save a.
This was the play. And Milicic ran onto the court, so you knew he was going to get the technical. And I guess when you're trailing the way they are right now.
They came off such an emotional high, and then to just have France come in here and assert themselves. Frustrating evening for Poland.
Quick pass to foul. The one with Cabarro, back to Fournier. Albitsi for three.
Jeff,
wow!
That was a fantastic offensive possession in terms of ball movement for France. Put that one in the offensive teaching video for French players. Outstanding teamwork.
13.5 minutes remaining in the game. Poland on the receiving end right now. Siskowski comes in, and Jiva goes up and gets hammered. I don't know if it was foul or if it was Luau Cabarro, the way the foul's looking. But we heard it all the way up here. So Jiva will go to the line. I guess if you're a player on the court right now, you know you're getting killed, basically, Poland.
You're struggling to create easy shots. They're really pressuring your best playmakers of Ponika and AJ. They have not been able to establish any type of post-ups or real offensive rebounding. It's been a struggle for them to create offense here.
You see, it's a great crowd, so of course, a lot of them Polish. They came here today to support their team, and good supporters will back you through thick and thin, won't they?
And that's what the Polish fans do. They really support the national team. They're here for this wonderful moment. It's been a successful Eurobasket for Poland. They had dreams, but right now, France is really outplaying Poland tonight.
Well, those dreams are being dashed, but not necessarily getting to the podium. If they do not come back and win today, they'll still have a chance to play and win the third place game.
And we see Poland try to change the tempo of the game with a zone, but good ball movement and spacing from France, and easy two for Yabusele.
Yeah, Yabusele goes to 17 points. That's a game high. Jiva getting a look at his three-point shot.
He can do that. It's great to see him have the confidence to shoot it.
Obviously has it knocked away.
Again, Sokolowski making a defensive play.
Garbage time!
And he is like a microwave. He can get hot, and it's great for Poland that Jakub Garbage drills his first three.
Do you know who the original microwave was?
Vinnie Johnson, of course. Detroit Pistons.
Yabusele he is red hot from start to finish. 20 points.
If Jakub Garbage is the microwave, then Yabusele is the oven, because he is just on fire.
He's the oven that everybody forgot to turn off. He's the raging fire. Jiva, gets it blocked. Looked like he lost his grip on the ball. Here comes Hurtel. Oh, through the legs. Yabusele puts it up and in. Well, Yabusele is having himself quite a game now. 22 points.
Jeff, telling stat here, France 28 points in the paint to Poland 12.
Long jumper.
And that's great to see. Michal Michalek, he can really run off screens and shoot. So again, we've got Garbage and Michalek, two three-point threats out here. Great to see these guys producing.
Hurtel. Another one for France to go to 61.
And Hurtel, like AJ Slaughter, can just get a bucket when he wants it. Great job there by Thomas Hurtel.
And the Wawu Cabarro reaches in and commits the foul on Ponica. They've got quite the reservoir of talent, France, don't they?
Especially when they're, playing with confidence off the bench. When you see key players like Yabusele, Fournier, Gobert playing well, and then supported with confidence from their bench players, I mean, this is why they're where they are.
And now the pass, they fall asleep that time. Ziskowski, Jay-Z, the rapper.
Yes, great pass right there. Mihalik, nice cut. One of the few times we've seen the French defense fall asleep.
I think now, Mike, it's important for Poland just to try to play well, finish possessions, and get a little confidence back.
Yeah, you want to see them work together, have teamwork for good shots, handle the pressure. We've got some shooters out here now, so let's see if we get a screen roll with Jiva, floor spacing, and if someone can attack a closeout, get an easy shot with some ball movement.
Ziskowski fouled by Yabusele.
Foul France number 7, Gershon Yabusele, second foul.
So Sel and Jakub Schenk looking on from the bench. It's been a tough day at the office for Poland. Ponica open, misses everything. I think foul may have gotten a tap of that, a finger on that shot.
But that's an example of how much they are making Mateusz Ponica and AJ Slaughter work. They've done a great job of ball pressuring, directing the ball today. Credit to the French perimeter defenders.
Called a foul on the Wawu Cabarro. He's got 4 fouls. And when you're struggling, you miss your free throws.
But for Poland, when Jiva can make this shot, they score 18 points this quarter, and that matches what they've done in the first half. So it's a step in the right direction tonight.
France has scored 27 in this third quarter. Hurtel wants to get fouled, and he's fouled. Foul is fouled.
But Jeff, what a beautiful post feed pass from Hurtel. You talk about perfect pass placement, delivering it to your teammate away from the defense. That was a beautiful post feed.
Boy, Nechuk back in the game for Jiva. Has been working hard. He's going to sit down. And Hurtel to Eli Okobo. And even he hits the three-pointer. What a performance from France. They are just...
Jeff, that's just
they're 9 of 18 from three-point range.
Again, wide open off a screen. It's just too easy. Miscommunication, defensive breakdown for Poland. 64-36.
Here it is again on the inbounds pass. And he nails it. And those young Polish fans feeling the pain. However, I will say, no pain, no gain. It's 64-36. France on top of Poland at the end of threes. So, Mike, France are just shooting lights out, not only playing defense, but...
France, you see, look, 73% in two-point range, 50% from three. France is creating advantages according to their game plan through Yabusele, different situations. And Poland is struggling to stop them. On the other side, Poland still shooting under 30% at 29 for the game. Great credit to the French defense. France out-rebounding Poland 30-19. France with 21 assists through 3 quarters, so the teamwork is there. They've come out here and just taking control of the game.
So France are flexing their might. See the Spanish fans hoping they get to perhaps play France, I think, in the final, if indeed they do advance. Scanning the barcode for courtside 1891. Get that in your smartphone. Video stream scheduled scores. Some great features in there. Wouldn't be surprised if I found one of you, Mike. If there's not one, I'll suggest it.
I mean, you can write one. But I've really enjoyed the time here with you, Jeff. You've helped me so much, and it's been really a lot of fun doing these games together.
I've helped you with your jump shot. I've helped you find the restaurant for breakfast.
Without a doubt.
Elia Kobo. Oh, boy, how about that? 2 in a row for Elia Kobo.
And again, looking ahead to the championship, the final, you have to love these role players gaining confidence.
Ahmad Mbai also in the game. And even though some of them are coming in now and just playing for the first time, they've actually had some crucial contributions at important times for France in this tournament. So if you're just tuning in to watch France for the first time, don't think these guys are just coming in for mop-up duty. They have been important players. Kobo to foul, and he is fouled.
But again, you can see the size advantage Foul has in the post. They just throw the ball up high. His size and length is just difficult to deal with for this current Poland lineup.
Good D from Punica, but Foul was able to get it back. And Patel just drifts in, makes another layup. 7 points, 6 assists for Thomas Hurtel. Punica missing. Foul, catches it, lays it up and in. And another timeout for Poland. So it just goes from bad to worse now for Poland. They're trailing 71-36. Been a tough day at the office. You haven't come anywhere near your potential the way you played the other night. Frustrating day for Poland, great day for France.
Hey, we have 3 fouls to give. He's making 2 dribbles. Make a foul. All black. Send him to the left side. Only not 2 dribbles right. Then he can pass everywhere. You got no problem. Don't let him get the ball. We are in switch. When we switch, we win the ball if they have it. In offense. Hey, in offense. In offense. Go in and no. I want you to run here. You running on diamond 24.
Some long looks on the face of the Poles players today, Mike.
Not an easy evening for Poland. It's been such a wonderful story here.
And the fans, but at least she's got her beverage of choice.
Enjoying the evening here in Berlin, a wonderful city.
Mike, this city. You know what, I often say this, you have to go to a place, but this place is special.
And Jeff, you've had so much fun exploring the city, looking at all the historical landmarks, and
it's important to take it in.
It's a wonderful place for sure.
It's one of the great things about the Eurobasket. It's held in so many different places every 2 years, every 4 years now.
And we see lineups out here now for Poland with some players that could gain some really good experience from being on this stage, playing against these guys, continuing to build Poland basketball national team.
Can anything good come from this game for Poland? Because it has been a whipping.
Yeah, I mean, again, we saw them play really well at certain times, and then We've seen them not play so well here against Finland and against Serbia and tonight, but you know, the more you're on the big stage, the more comfortable you are, the more confident you play, and that leads you to success. So I think, you know, the experience of being here in itself is such a great thing for these young players.
Yeah, you have to remember it's the first semifinal appearance for Poland in a half century. So really, no matter what happens, it has been a success. But they're struggling. They're in a difficult game, and they know that they're on the big stage, so that probably adds to the torment that they're feeling right now.
But we all have dreams, and we want to make those dreams come true, but that's part of sports, handling success and handling your failures.
Théo Maledon into the game. Hasn't really played much for France, but if his foul gets the rebound, you know, if you were to pick, say if you were a club or building a team and you had to pick any player off this France team to have him in there, he might be the first player you would pick.
Yeah, his potential, again, Oklahoma City, played well for Asvel. Nice basket cut there from Mihalik. Mihalik knows how to score. He's got a nose for the ball. The one thing about this Poland team, we've seen the size be a factor, and I want to remind everyone in the World Cup, when we were countering some of these big opponents and big teams, we actually played lineups with Oleg Balcerowski as a 4. They have chosen just to use him as a 5, and he's responded extremely well throughout the tournament, but sometimes it takes creative use of your lineups to keep your team competitive. And we've seen the advantage that the French have had the entire game through Yabusele at the 4. Poirier has played some 4 with Gobert. Contending with that length and size of the French front line has been a big challenge for Poland today.
Well, and again, it's a team loaded with, well, Maledon turns it over. It's a team loaded with NBA and top European club talent. The French and the majority of Poland's players are, you know, playing for good clubs, but maybe not at that elite level.
Without a doubt.
Only Ponitka and AJ Slaughter, probably, and Balcerowski.
And as we said before, we noticed a big jump in our Polish national team, the players' performance, when they played international. They began playing, you know, EuroLeague, Basketball Champions League, outside of the domestic Polish league in countries like the Spanish ACB. That high-level competition really helps players develop.
There's Luwawu Cabarrot hitting a three-pointer, and France shooting better than 50% now. 11 of 21, 52% from three-point range. A lot of those are open threes, but you still got to make them. And Jaskowski, Jay-Z, drills it.
You have to really like the way he's played the last couple games. 14 points against Slovenia tonight. You know, hitting a couple shots here.
Amat Mbaye. And he hit, well, if I'm France, if I'm Collet, I'm thinking, let's don't use them all up right now. They're 12 of 22.
Well, they're creating advantages. You know, Poland's got to have better coverage in their pick and roll. They've got to be there at the three-point line. And France is just shooting rhythm shots.
Balcerowski has to save it and triggers a break. No look pass. Poirier goes up and is fouled by Balcerowski.
Good hustle from Balcerowski to try to get back into play. Good spacing from France in transition. Again, look, screen roll. Could be a switch coverage for the team there. Defensive breakdown. Wide open 3. And, you know, Jeff, I'm really happy to see Łukasz Kolenda check into the game. Young point guard for Poland, number 10. Again, a next generation player gaining some experience here. He made a lot of strides over the last years with Poland. And he also has an older brother, Michal Kolenda, who has played for the national team in the window. So the Kolenda family, very, you know, nice basketball family in Poland, and nice to see the two brothers on the national team.
Quite a good number of brothers. Saw the Antetokounmpo brothers. Two of them playing for Greece. The Dragic's playing for Slovenia.
Hernan Gomez brothers
playing for Spain.
We'll see them later.
Kolinda over to Jakub Schenk. And Jakub Schenk gets the two to go for Poland.
Nice to see Jakub get a bucket there. He will play in lower level France this year, but I know he's excited to get out of the Polish league and try to gain some experience playing overseas, in France. Yeah.
Or not overseas, but in a different country. Oh, good pass to Mbaye.
And again, just too many defensive breakdowns for Poland right now. France making them pay for each one. You got to like the way they're using Balcerowski as a passer in the 5-out set. And again, you can see Schenk on the backside as the low man. Loses sight. You have to maintain vision of the man you're guarding. See the ball in man. He lost sight, and it was an easy basket cut too.
There's the Balcerowski jump shot.
And again, they've tried to use him as a 5-out top of the key passer. He can do it. They haven't really had the backdoor opportunities today because of the French defense, but it's great to see Spaku bury a three.
What does Spaku mean?
Bird.
And ball tapped over to Luawu Cabarro in short. It's going to be France basketball. Poland call for a kick.
You know, Jeff, A.J. Slaughter has been so impactful for Oleg Balcerowski playing together at Gran Canaria. They've got a great connection here with the national team. And he's the one who coined the nickname Bird.
And they translate it to Spaku in Polish? Spaku. Over to Mbaye. I'm on Mbaye. Not this time. Highland back in the game. And he gets the lob. The lob attempt to Balcerowski, who, well, it's not working. They're going to help him up.
You know, you like the aggressiveness. It's not a high percentage play. He didn't really have the advantage. Again, above the rim there. We'll see Spaku sub out, Olegiva back in. And again, these 3 minutes can be important for Lucas Kolinda as the point guard leading the team, organizing the game.
Maledon, good looking shot! And another three for France. They have had, well, it's only a matter of time before he got one to go. 8 players have hit threes for France.
Nice.
Good pass, and Giva fouled by Luawu Cabarro.
Again, Kolinda, left-handed player, makes a beautiful pocket pass here. We see this game the importance of being able to play through the post, not necessarily to score all the time, but to have post reaction. And Fall has done an excellent job of passing out of the post.
Of course, Mike, you know what this means no matter what in this final 3 minutes. As you can see the celebration from Fournier over there. France know they are going to leave this FIBA Eurobasket with yet another spot on the podium, another medal.
And
it's going to be gold or silver.
And you can't say enough about Coach Vincent Collet and his staff and what they have done, making, you know, the Olympic run they made to the gold medal game. Again, here they're going to be in the championship games. Just a fantastic time for French basketball, and let's give Coach Collet the respect that he deserves and has earned.
Why don't we just say Ole Collet? And that is another foul. So Poland are going to have to get this result, get this performance, get this game out of their minds. What would you do if you were preparing for the third place game right now, if you're Poland? Would you just say, hey guys, we played a good team, didn't play our best, let's get ready for Sunday?
Again, you have to give respect and credit when you're beaten. You know, you have to win with class, lose with class, and this is a game where you can tip your cap to France. Again, Poland, love these guys, love what they've done for years. You know, quality.
And nobody gave Poland a chance of getting to the semifinals.
Right, and they pulled off the biggest upset of the tournament. They've achieved for Polish basketball, and now you have a chance to get a bronze medal. So you still have a lot to play for. But this is just great experience for these guys.
And Maledon fouls Garbage.
And if you know Jakub Garbage, that's his game. He's got a quick release. He's not afraid to shoot when he's closely guarded. He does a very good job drawing fouls as he's a three-point shooter.
The two Jakubs, Jakub Schenk and Jakub Garbage.
You can see him come off the screen. Maledon hits him. They've been calling it consistently throughout the tournament. And again, this is a streaky shooter. When he gets hot, he can fill it up. We'll see if Poland decides to run another play for him after he finds the bottom of the net on the free throws.
Poirier over to Mbai, looks good. It is good, and Mbai hits his second three of the day. He's perfect from deep. 2 for 2. $90-50. It has been all France today. And foul comes out and blocks Polenda, and here comes Gobert, or Poirier rather. And they just share the basketball, and Poirier goes up for the dunk.
Unselfish transition, good spacing.
Olenechuk coming in. I don't think Kolinda Lukasz
Let's say
knew that was coming.
He miscalculated the space. Fall, blocks it. You'd like to see Lukasz use his speed and try to get into the paint in that situation because he's so explosive driving to the left.
So the France fans singing away here in Berlin. Their team just a minute and a half away from clinching victory and moving on to the final. And even to these last minutes, France in their defense giving nothing away. Nothing comes cheap.
It's been so impressive. The ball pressure, directing the ball, not allowing the ball to get to the middle as much as possible. Then when the ball does get in the paint, you have the size and length. They've made Poland work for every inch out here, and they've made them really work to create shots. Credit to this French defense.
Well, you know what? They had, shall we say, the luxury of watching Slovenia not be ready against Poland, and they knew that if they weren't ready, they could get punished.
They had to take care of the fundamentals, transition defense. You know, Poland took advantage and capitalized on some just not so great effort in the first half from Slovenia, and here France has come out from the beginning.
Asserted themselves, defended, but aggressive. I guess in some ways, France are probably glad they've been able to play a game like this because they've had a pretty high-stress tournament, haven't they?
Yeah, this is a confidence builder.
Nice. Yeah, nowhere to go for him. And just the land of the trees. Kobo looks good. It is good.
I mean, that's his spot tonight, Jeff. He's just burying threes from
Mike,
right wing 45.
15 of 26 from three-point range. 58%. That is scalding hot. I feel the heat coming from the court.
It's just like the torches pregame, but you know, again, they've had rhythm threes, uncontested threes, and now they've got their rhythm and confidence. It's just been, you know, you would hope Poland could have a better defensive effort than they had out here tonight.
Well, France didn't make it to the podium in 2017 like they had in 2011, 2013 when they won it in Ljubljana, Slovenia, and 2015 when they hosted the FIBA Eurobasket and finished third after that incredible semifinal, which ended in defeat to Spain. But they are back on the podium. They know they will be there. They don't know if it's going to be on top of the podium or second, but thoroughly impressive today. And the Poland fans putting things into perspective and singing for their team as they come off and try to lift their spirits after a very difficult day for Poland basketball, for Igor Milicic, Mateusz Panitka and co. France wallop Poland 95-54 in the first semifinal of FIBA Eurobasket 2022. France have respect for those guys. They know that they were better, but they also know that those guys can play basketball. They just didn't put it together today.
And Jeff, remember 2015 in Montpellier, France beats Poland by 3. 2017
That's right.
in Helsinki, France beats Poland by 3. They've had some really close games in the last 2 Eurobaskets. This one, France just took care of business, Jeff. They just came out and played fantastic defense. They really guarded AJ and Mateusz. They dominated the game with their defense, and they can gain some confidence going into this championship game.
So Rudy Yabusele is the MVP of this game. He finished with the 22 points, the 4 rebounds. And you look at the shooting numbers. Look at the three-point shooting, 15 of 26 for France.
As you said, on fire, Jeff.
And when it's a blowout like this, looking at these numbers, it's kind of insignificant, really. But France with twice as many rebounds, twice as many assists, and teammates Slaughter and Albisi talking. They play together in Gran Canaria. You look at the numbers. Slaughter leading Poland in scoring today. Not one single Pole got to double figures, and that pretty much tells the story. Their offense just could not get it going. So a tough day at the office for AJ Slaughter in Poland. They go to the locker room, and they're going to have to put this behind them. Fournier came out.
First possession, again, how would France respond? Would they be focused? And you could see they came out really focused. And Jeff, we talked about the turnovers at halftime. They had 15 turnovers at halftime and finished with 1 turnover in the second half. So they made the right adjustments, continued their defensive pressure, and took care of the ball.
This was Fournier on the break. He finished with 10 points in 19 minutes. Yabusele, of course, was the star. He got his 22 points in 23 minutes. Panitka did finish with 7 points. Albisi was, that was his 3, the only 3 of the game, really. Garbage, a little bit of garbage time, rather, 5 points. I'm gonna just overuse that.
I think he's heard it his whole career.
Oh, right, okay.
American players, teammates coming over.
And Elia Kobo, I would imagine, I think all of these French guys they're going to know that whether it's against Spain or Germany in the final, it's going to be a lot tougher than today was.
Without a doubt, but you love, after the hard-fought games they've had in Cologne and here, you love to have this game where you can be a confidence builder and a lot of your players can feel the contribution they make in the win.
We kind of thought before the FIBA Eurobasket that France, at least I did, you would have expected them to be favorites or among the favorites, and they didn't really play like it.
Well, that group in Cologne, the group of death, these teams, the competition was so tough, and they struggled at times. There were some difficult results for them.
Germany, Slovenia, Lithuania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Hungary.
again, it prepared them. And they've had that good fortune. They found a way to win when it looked like, hey, all hope is lost. And they found a way to survive. Credit to Coach Collet and his team, and now they've positioned themselves extremely well.
Poland again, they will get ready for the third place game. If they get out of here with third place, boy, they would be happy. They'd be jumping for joy. It would feel like a goal for them.
Without a doubt.
So, you can see France advancing to the title game, and Poland, they will be in the third place game. So the winner of the next game between Germany and Spain to play France, and the loser will go into that game against Poland. Those games will be on Sunday. Well, France, they've been living dangerously, but they showed up today. They were on top form, and they really laid the wood to Poland, who are coming off the high of the upset of Slovenia. They just weren't able to compete today against Le Bleu. France reached the final of the Eurobasket.